In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use COUNTIFs formula in Microsoft Excel. We're going to walk through a simple example so you can clearly see how this formula works in practice. In this case, the goal is to count how many cells contain the year 2020. This is a great way to understand the basic structure of the COUNTIFs function, especially if you are new to Excel formulas or want a quick refresher. To begin, look at the column that contains the years you want to evaluate. We want to count the number of cells where the value is equal to 2020. This is exactly the kind of task COUNTIFs is designed for. Even though COUNTIFs is often used with multiple conditions, it can also be used perfectly well with just one condition, which makes it very flexible. Next, click into the cell where you want the result to appear and begin typing the COUNTIFs formula. As you type, Excel will usually display the function in the suggestions list. Select the COUNTIFs function so you can start entering the required arguments. For this example, the range we want to test is A2 through A9. This is the group of cells Excel will check one by one. So after typing the function, enter A2 to A9 as the criteria range. This tells Excel exactly where to look for matching values. After that, enter the condition you want Excel to apply. In this case, the criteria is equals 2020, entered in quotation marks. This tells the formula to test each value in the selected range and count only the cells that match the year 2020 exactly. Since we're only applying one criterion in this example, that's all we need to include in the formula. Once the range and the criteria are entered, close the formula and press enter. Excel will return the total number of matching cells. In this example, the result should be 4. That means there are 4 cells in the range A2 through A9 that contain the value 2020. A useful tip here is to remember that COUNTIFs checks for exact matches based on the criteria you provide. So if your data includes extra spaces, different formatting, or values stored differently than expected, your result may not match what you think it should. If that happens, double check the contents of your cells, and that's how to use COUNTIFs in Microsoft Excel. Once you understand this basic pattern, you can start using the same function with additional criteria to perform more advanced counting tasks.